Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, today I want to talk to you about booking a guarantee cabin because in the past year or so, the benefits of booking a guarantee cabin have completely changed. So a guarantee cabin, just quickly to explain what that is you are looking at, say, a ocean view cabin, not a balcony, not an inside, an ocean view. And you see guarantee. Now, the guarantee means you're paying usually a lower price than the other cabins, but the cruise line is going to assign you the room. So it could be anywhere on the ship. And even if you book, say, midship guarantee, that doesn't mean you're going to be in the midship. They can still put you forward, they can still put you aft. You're still going to be where they decide to put you in an ocean view, which could be beside the elevators, it could be above the theater, it could be in the places that most people try and avoid on the cruise ship. Not the most ideal locations for your cabin. That's the downside. Now, the good side used to be, first of all, they're cheaper. Second of all, they used to do this process where you might be offered an upgrade. So what they would do is if you had an ocean view and all of a sudden they found that they had 8 or 9 or 10 balconies remaining that wasn't selling and at a higher price, they might move you into that category and try to sell the lower priced ocean view again. So you would get a better cabin for a much lower price. You normally would always get the exact same cabin you get with the chance of that upgrade, which was a big thing for a lot of people. Some people have actually received upgrades from an inside cabin to a mini suite, which is a 3-category jump, which is, pretty amazing if you get a 10-day cruise into a mini suite and you booked an inside cabin. That's a pretty big savings. However, what's the downside now and why have things changed? Well, most of the big cruise lines out there now, including Princess and Norwegian and Celebrity, etc., they all have a kind of a bidding process now where you can bid on a cabin upgrade, which virtually now has eliminated the majority of people getting that guarantee cabin moved to a better upgrade. They would rather take an extra $100 from somebody who bid on that upgrade than give it to somebody who's hoping for an upgrade. And because the bidding system is out there, they have people who have just gone on and bid like really low amounts and people who are actually serious about bidding, I'm going to bid 3/4 of what that cabin would cost and hope to be able to, save 3/4 of my money and get a good, a suite or a mini suite or a balcony from an inside, etc., etc. And they go in and they bid on that, and they're obviously going to be the people who now get that cabin and not the people sitting in the guaranteed cabins. That bidding process has virtually eliminated those cabins that are unsold, because on any given cruise there's always hundreds of bids for cabin upgrades of all the different categories. People can bid from an inside to go to a balcony, to an ocean view trying to go to a grand suite. You can bid on anything pretty much, as long as there's cabins available. And that has brought down most people's chances on these cruise lines. If you booked a guaranteed cabin, you're going to get upgraded to a better cabin. So your chances are your main benefit now of getting that cabin on a guaranteed price is the savings of money. Keep in mind, this also isn't always the case. As cabins start selling out and filling up, I've seen prices for guaranteed cabins the exact same price as if you get to pick the cabin yourself. So if you see that when you're booking, and you can choose where to put your cabin in a place where you know you're going to be, like it better, and make sure you're comfortable with where the area on the ship is, I would go ahead and do that. I would book it into that area as opposed to going to the guarantee and hoping that maybe they give me a cabin category upgrade. Because with this bidding process, it's pretty much nullified most people's chances. It does happen occasionally, but to me, it's not worth the risk if I can get the price at the same price. If I'm saving money, that's a different story. If you don't care where you're going to be sitting on the ship, that's fine, no problem there. And also, a guarantee in some categories, it's still going to be a good cabin. For instance, if you're booking a suite, well, they don't usually put suites, in horrible locations on cruise ships. So you're going to be in a fairly good location. Even mini suites are usually pretty good. Balconies, you could get an obstructed balcony, you could be right at the front, you could be just over the theater, you could be over a smoking area, you could be in places you don't want to be. But if you're in a higher category, chances are you're in a good cabin anyway, so it's not as big a risk. But the vast majority of people booking guaranteed cabins are in the lower categories, to the inside, the ocean view, and the balcony cabins. The ones that all of us usually sail in. And they have kind of taken away the real benefit that used to come with all the time. You would get to the ship and get upgraded, because they'd rather put you in this category and maybe convert you from a inside person to a balcony person going forward. As remember, I've said it many times, I used to sail on the inside cabins all the time, no problem, inside, save money, blah, blah, blah. And then I got upgraded to a balcony. And the minute I got upgraded to a balcony and I could open up that fresh air and step out on the balcony, enjoy the sunset and the cool breeze and fresh air in my cabin, I got hooked. From now on, I needed a balcony cabin. And then I made the mistake of, my friend Alicia's coming on a cruise, so I'm going to book, 2 suites, because I want to spoil her on a cruise. She's never been on a cruise. She's one of my best friends ever. And so I booked 2 suites, first time ever. And then I loved the suite. I can't afford to sail in suites all the time, but boy, if I could, I think now I would be in a suite all the time. That's how they get you. But with this bidding process, they're going to take the money every single time, guaranteed money. Even if it's an outlandishly low amount of money, they're still going to take that over giving it to somebody for free. And that's the downside now of booking the guaranteed cabin. What used to be is no longer. And now you're just basically looking at the price. So if you can get a really good price on a guaranteed cabin, excellent, go for it. But if you're hoping for that cabin upgrade, I'm afraid those days are pretty much past us. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.